Hey folks, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. Today we have the first Intelligence Annex about the changes coming with the upcoming title update expected in February 2022. If you don't know what the Intelligence Annexes are, these are going to be monthly write-ups about new features and changes coming with the title update. Today's Intelligence Annex is about the pretty big changes coming to the Endgame specializations. Let's jump into it. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who supports the channel by liking and sharing the videos. And if you enjoyed this one, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for future content. With that, let's talk about today's update. In this video, I'm not going to read through the full article word by word, but instead give you all of the highlights and key pieces of information. If you would like to read through the full article, I will link it in the description of this video. So the whole subject of this annex is the specializations. Massive have realised that really the specializations and signature weapons are a little bit underutilized and somewhat underwhelming. So they've given them a full overhaul for the next big update, and they're making some pretty big changes. First, the way the current specializations work as we know them is that you unlock the spec, earn specialization points that you use to unlock perks from the specialization skill tree, eventually maxing out that whole tree, with the exception of the weapon damage, which you can switch around pretty easily. This means you'll eventually max out all of your specializations, and you just equip the spec that works best with the build you want to run, which also means most players end up using the same specializations, with them having the best boosts, perks and so on for specific types of builds, which means other specializations tend to end up rarely used. So what changes are they making and how will it affect our specializations? After the update coming in Feb 2022, specializations will have their own linear leveling path, which means you will have to level your specialization from level 1 all the way up to whatever max level is. And while you're leveling up your spec, this is where you unlock the skill variants, the specialization sidearm, signature weapon strength and so on, unlocking the overall power of the specialization. But also as you level through the linear leveling path, you also unlock specialization points like we're used to, but these are to be spent on a new specialization tree. This new specialization tree will be a lot more focused on choice and the ability to really customize your specialization in three main ways that we know of so far: your signature weapon, medkits, and your grenades. Here they want to give us alternative uses for these, which can be triggered instantly as well as their usual functions, and I find the word instantly interesting here. We are also going to be able to change the behaviour of the signature weapon with these points, which I really like. I want to use the signature weapon, but there's never really a point. But this might give them some unique properties or uses that makes them worth equipping every so often. They're also adding a system that will help us increase the damage the signature weapons do to named enemies, which again is great news. When they nerfed the damage the signature weapons do to named enemies was the day most players, including myself, stopped using them. Now, a change they're making which some will love, and I'm sure plenty will hate, is that they are reintroducing the signature weapons to PvP. But to avoid making them too overpowered, it sounds like it'll be working the same way as they will be with named enemies, which I imagine means the damage will be pretty low unless you spec into it. So something I really like about all these changes with the specialization tree is that you will never get enough points to max out everything the way we currently do. This doesn't affect the linear leveling, but it does mean when it comes to the tree, you will have to make choices about what you want to unlock. This will open up a whole nother layer of build diversity and make us think more about the way we spec into our specializations for what we're building, which, like I say, I quite like. And the final change mentioned in this article, like always, the specialization and the signature weapons are tied together. You can't use one without the other, but the specialization sidearm, skill variants and mods will no longer be specialization specific, which adds again more ways to customize a build and switch things up. Personally, I'm liking what I've heard so far, but one thing I'm curious about is what will happen to players with max specializations. Will the linear leveling start out at 0 or already at max? This might be an unpopular opinion, but personally I'd like it to start at 0. Make it all feel fresh and new, and at the same time give us something new to grind for. So what do you make of all these changes? Good? Bad? Let me know in the comments. For most of them, I'm all up for these changes, and at this point anything new is a-okay with me. In this video I pretty much covered the details and highlights, with the odd thought thrown in, but if you'd like to hear a more opinion-based video on these changes, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more content. I have more Division 2 videos on the way, plus some first impressions and other videos in the works. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.